It is time for Wacky Willy Wednesday, a show where we talk about your emails, and we do it every week. But this time I'm doing it without the music with me. This is a show where we do it with music.
Yeah.
But I don't have the backing music for it, so I'm gonna be very violently out of time. That's gonna be a real classic, that one. Good luck producing that one, Tom. Welcome to Wacky Willy Wednesdays. Someone said to me the other day, the director of Fisk, I'm going to say, Tom, said to me, I have a friend who rings me up and says, did you listen to the recent Wacky Willy? Like, this is people's favourite episode of the week, Tom.
I think it's a great episode.
Unhinged people.
It's casual.
Which is where we read your emails. Now, Andreas has sent us a wonderful email, and this is where I want this podcast brand to be.
Okay.
Football stuff, Japan shit.
Yeah, I love Japan shit.
Should I say Nippon?
Yeah, okay. I would like to go.
I know that you belong there.
Yeah. Apparently it's quite good for taking kids too, and I have 2 young children.
Yeah, you should fucking take the whole family to Japan, man. Relatively cheap. Easy to get around. Respectful. You'd have a great time.
Yeah.
Hey, Broden, Tom, Marnie, and Patty. While waiting for the new Japan Pro Wrestling show in Tokyo, very jealous.
Yeah, wow.
Revealing that my wife and I both got 9 out of 9 out tips and 1 in Supercoach.
Wow, incredible effort.
We decided to try Japan Macca's.
Okay,
My wife is a fiend for a fillet of fish.
Oh, no.
So I had a chance to compare the buns as the picture shows. Looked pretty much the same to me. So they've sent a photo of the 2 buns. They look the same, but that doesn't fucking make them the same.
Identical.
Japanese.
But even in Japan, the fillet of fish and the cheeseburger are the same. Fascinating.
No, not the fucking same, man.
Yeah, they are.
I think you enjoy but they do like prawn nuggets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's fun.
This is one thing. I know people will hate this, but when I go to visit different countries, I do like going to the McDonald's to see what's different.
When you went to Montreal for the first time.
Oh my God.
Tom had culture shock.
So I knew that they spoke French in Montreal, and it was like the number 1 language or whatever.
We were there for Montreal just for laughs.
Yeah, well, a very big honour to be performing on stage with some of the world's greatest comics, like that guy who roasted me. Anyway, so I go up to the counter.
That's a story for another time, but you were once Tom was genuinely once roasted by Jeff Ross.
That's right.
If you want to hear about that story, ask us another time. So
I go up to the counter, and and the person serving me is just like, French. And I was like, I want to get a Big Mac. And they're like, French. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And they were like, started to get pissed off. French. And I was like, I don't speak French.
So you just left.
So I just left. And then, of course, it's revealed that most people are bilingual there, which is incredible. And this person was just being rude to me. But I had no idea. I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to communicate with any of these people.
Fun little trip.
Embarrassing.
This comes from Connor, who says, my nomination for the Great Strip Mall is in Fairfield.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see this.
Just near the corner of Station Street and Darebin Road, there is one with a Subway. Now, I know this. I've wanted to change my life and live near this.
Yeah, 100%.
My partner, Annie, used to work on this street.
Yeah, we go there quite often. Do you know why?
Why?
Nico's Cakes. Have you been to Nico's?
Yes.
On the corner.
Yes.
Delicious Greek cakes, Broden.
Yes.
We go to Nico's often.
Darebin, there is one with a Subway, a Domino's, a local fish and chip shop, and a Thai restaurant. There is also a Salvo's, if you like, an op shop, but not technically part of the small mall, but right across the road there is one of the best kebab spots. Oh, so this is up from Station Street.
Oh, they're talking about,
So closer to,
Darebin, where I used to work at Coles, where the Bunnings is.
Commonwealth Game lawn bowls.
Yes, and the hockey.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What's there? Yeah, I know there's a Subway.
That's what they're saying. Like, he's literally, that's just
Subway,
fucking
Domino's,
put it in the emails.
Subway, Domino's, what else?
Subway, Domino's, a local fish and chip shop, a Thai restaurant. There's also a Salvo's.
What's the name of the Thai restaurant?
Fucking man.
I'm asking Connor.
It's an email. They
Connor,
can't answer.
Can you message me what the name of the Thai restaurant is? Because I'd love to try it.
This is a essay from Tara. I lived in one of the units around the corner from that little row of shops. This is the ones we like on Bell Street.
The goated ones.
From 2019 to 22. And hearing Broden speak about it with not just familiarity, but awe, fucked me up a little bit. The confusion of thinking it's on the corner of St. George's is understandable.
That was my fault.
Yeah, but the 11 tram goes past them, and on the 11 mostly goes to St. George's, except for a few blocks before the end of the road when it pivots into Gilbert Road, which is where we used to record the Donapod for those playing at home.
Yeah.
Here's the rundown on the shops as someone who became way too familiar, and this is fucked, with with them thanks to that period of time where we weren't allowed to be more than 5 kilometres away from our house, but we're allowed to get takeaway food.
Yeah.
Subway is slightly below average for a Subway.
Oh, I think it's
I
okay.
reckon.
Okay. I
Don't know what it is, but they've usually just short of the ingredient or another. That brings back memories for me because I remember being in 2020 during COVID and being a walk from Subway, and that being my one little fucking glimmer of joy is walking to Subway.
Yeah, I love that.
Domino's is pretty standard, no complaints. Which is now
it's
closed,
apparently
shut down.
Shut indefinitely, so it still might be coming back.
The cellar and grocery used to be a food works and have always been aware that the main reason people come there is to buy booze and other stuff is pretty perfunctory.
Okay.
They almost always have little fat lamb on special, which
yummy.
is great if you hate yourself.
Which I do.
More on that. I won't go into detail. The Souvlaki Kebab House rules. Their food is
You're big on this as well, aren't you?
far the tastiest of all the options there.
Wow.
But more important, they insist that HSP actually stands for Hellenic Snack Pack.
Of course.
Which is the Greekish shit imaginable.
Yes.
So true,
My
Tara. This
people.
is great. Zambrero's only opened after I moved.
Wow. I think the Zambero's opening up where the TAB is.
There used to be a tab there, and the vibes were always so fucked.
When the tab was there, that is an awful strip.
They were open the whole way through lockdowns, which upset me to no end because what possible fucking reason could they have
To
for
be
allowing
open,
to stand around
exactly.
giving the most evil companies unimaginable? Many small businesses got ruined. Even those Sombreros is the worst of the big 3 Mexican chains. In Tara's opinion, it's the most immeasurable improvement.
Yeah, I agree.
I unfortunately have to disagree with you on its idealness, Broden, as I grew up in southern Tassie and quickly developed a theory that one of those little rows of shops had to have a fish and chip shop in it.
I don't disagree. Like a fish and chip shop instead of the BWS almost situation would almost be goated for me.
I mean, we're getting through the looking glass here now with people with strip malls and stuff.
Yeah, it's great. This is my favourite one.
Thank you, Tara, for that. That was a really thoughtful email.
Yeah, thank you, Tara.
Lachlan wrote, Wembley Road in Logan Central has the
which
best...
I have no idea where that is, which is why I love it.
Can you look up?
It could be in Perth.
Wembley Road.
No, my phone's... Oh, yeah, I could probably Google it, couldn't I?
Wembley Road.
In Logan Central. I'm assuming
from
Perth.
Kingston Road. Jacaranda Street or some shit. In Logan Central. Where's Logan Central?
Queensland.
Wow. We got Queensland listeners.
Yeah, we do. And it's called Logan Central Plaza. I'll pull it up while you're talking.
Fuck, do you know there's a chance I've fucking been here?
Oh, yeah. You're well-travelled.
Red Rooster, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Hungry Jack's, 2 fish and chip shops, KFC, Japanese Subway, another fried chicken shop, McDonald's. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure he's missing stuff. That's incredible.
Well, this sounds more like
Logan's
less
like
of a strip mall.
Gold Coast vibes, man.
Yeah.
So this is actually, for fucking what we're talking about, we should both just move to Gold Coast, by the way, because we think we're so highfalutin and Melbourne fancy.
Yeah, we think we're so
But
cool.
the truth is, we are Gold Coast people in our heart.
Yes, I agree. That's why I've already gone ahead and barracked for the Gold Coast.
Exactly right.
Years in advance. It does sound dope. It doesn't sound like a strip mall to me, though. As soon as you have a McDonald's, it's not very strip mall-y.
Suggestion for Broden's Gold Coast. This is from Carl.
Okay.
4-foot tattoo. I reckon Matty Rao looks like handsome Squidward. You know the meme I mean? Handsome Squidward. You seen that?
No, should I Google it?
Yeah. If Bombers and Set 747 works, I reckon Gold Coast handsome Squidward. I mean, I didn't grow up as a SpongeBob fan, but I love that idea.
Haven't had a lot of tattoo. Oh, yeah, I know handsome Squidward. He does look like Matt Rowell a bit. He's got the same.
He does. That sort of lifeless.
It's a caricature of him.
Keep you awake at night.
I haven't
nightmare.
heard a lot of tattoo suggestions except for this one. Has there been many?
There's a few coming through here.
Okay.
Mostly fillet of fish.
Well, that's a great idea.
Refuse to
actually,
do.
yeah.
Another mall one. This is from Brownie. At least that's what we top tier shopping strip, which is what they call them over there.
Yeah.
Jewel in Crown is Tasty Momo, a Nepalese restaurant. Mario's Pizza, an old master bakery, do a great job too. Not sure if the shops across the road count, but they do Big Dogs burgers.
Wow.
No brands. I like the no big brands.
Yeah. And I love momos. Have you ever had a momo?
No, what's a momo?
Essentially like a Nepalese dumpling, but almost bordering on like a ravioli almost.
Oh, okay, no.
Somewhere between a ravioli and a dumpling, how I would describe it.
Toby said, as soon as you said Preston, I immediately thought Bell and Gilbert. Like Tom, I'll enjoy a Subway multiple times a week, but that souvlaki and kebab house is... Man, you got to try
I've got to try it. I just would never get a souvlaki on the way to work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's too heavy. But maybe one day I'll just fucking do it. Just fucking do it.
This is from Jesse. He said, you know how some teams are allowed to play snippets of songs in the stadium after one of their goals?
Yeah, I love it.
I think clubs should be allowed to not just play rev-up songs when their players score, but also demotivating vibe killer songs when the opposition score.
Yeah, I'm
Great
into that,
idea.
like NBA style.
Hurt Johnny Cash, Fix You Coldplay, just the sound of a crying baby.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, Jesse.
Yeah, I love that. It's very NBA vibes. I love it.
Benjamin said, in the most recent episode of Wacky Willy, you instructed listeners to have seen the corner of Gilbert Street and Bell Street to email.
Yep.
I see it often from the window on my bus.
Yes, fantastic.
Never been to the shops, but that's great.
Well, don't bother emailing in unless you've been to all 5 shops.
Alex, I couldn't believe my ears when the strip mall was highlighted as the GOAT of its category. I've just been there last night to pick up a delightful bottle of wine.
Yeah.
One had something to your evaluation that Sombreros once had a tab. See,
yeah, of course.
Did you know most of our audience are in the northern suburbs?
Yeah, literally.
That little thing. I mean, the feedback's there. It's absolutely there.
It's thick and fast, the feedback.
Thick and fast. Thank you so much for listening to this wonderful episode, everyone. We'll be back next week for more Wacky Willy. As this year goes on, the emails are becoming better and better, and I'm having a great time.
More about strip malls, surprisingly. I put it on the agenda, didn't I?
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon. Down the hill.
Wacky Willy Wednesday.